The EU is paying fact-checking organizations to censor and push propaganda. This is what a lot of people say. They argue that fact-checkers that are used in some social media platforms like Facebook are paid from the EU in order to censor some ideologies in social media. This is a very bold claim, and honestly, I was quite curious to check if this is happening in Europe. So my team and I did an investigation. Let me show you what we found. First thing that we found is the European Digital Media Observatory, EDMO. It was created in 2020 as a secure portal where more than 40 fact-checking organizations upload their debunks. You can find thousands of articles in their website from all of these different organizations. Since their creation, they received around 30 million euros funding from the EU. After looking at this EU organization that unites fact-checking organizations located in Europe, we decided to investigate them individually. And we found that at least one good thing about fact-checkers is that they are quite transparent. For example, this fact-checking organization from Spain called Maldita shows where their income came every single year. So we can see that 18% of their income came directly from the EU. Other big sources are 22% that comes from working as fact-checkers for Meta. So they moderate content on Instagram and Facebook. And also 35% comes from philanthropy, grants and awards from institutions like Google and Europa Climate Foundation. There is also smaller fact-checking organizations like this Greek one, Ellinika Hoaxes, that also states where their money is made every year. Exactly in 2023, they made almost €500,000 from Meta and 87,000 from the EU. We reviewed some of the other organizations and we can confirm that only a part of the revenue comes from the EU budget. Actually, as you've seen before, it was actually the company Meta, the biggest client of these organizations, with reports that say that Meta spent over $100 million on fact-checking organizations since 2016. But this will change as Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Meta, announced that they stopped working with fact-checkers in the US and soon will stop working with fact-checkers in Europe in order to start moderating content with community notes. So after all of this, we can confirm that fact-checking organizations in Europe are funded partially by the EU. But does this mean because they are funded, they are controlled by the EU? Well, we can't really know 100%. If you ask me, a member of the European Parliament, I think fact-checking organizations should not be receiving money from the governments of the EU. In any case, I believe regardless of the funding source, at the end of the day, it's inherently difficult for fact-checking organizations to act truly independent and neutral. So we should focus on other solutions to combat disinformation, like community notes of the platform X and Facebook, maybe combined with an impartial AI when it develops further. So this is just my findings and my opinion. I really want to hear your opinion. Let us all know in the comments below.